I'd like to call the meeting of the North Little Rock Planning Commission to order, please. Would you please call the roll?
Banks, Blasco,
Here.
Chambers,
I am here.
Foster,
Here.
Phillips, Pierce, Wallace, White, and Chairman Clifton.
Here.
You do have a quorum.
Is Ms. Belasco on the phone?
Yes, sir.
She is.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to, well, there's no one absent, so, I'm sorry,
Banks.
Mr. Banks. Motion to excuse those not present.
Motion made and seconded to excuse those commissioners not present. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We have no administrative today. You have been submitted a copy of the minutes of our previous meetings. Are there any additions or corrections?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to be approved as submitted. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We'll move right into our planning commission. Our first item today is subdivision 2014-18. Mr. Chambers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Design Review Committee met and considered item SD 2024-18 Indian Hills North, 3N addition, Lot 2A, Block 1000, site plan review for a new bank at 7111 John F. Kennedy Boulevard. The applicant was present, agreed to items 1 through 11 in subsections, and the Design Review Committee recommends approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. This be approved as submitted. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this application? Do we have any comments from any of the commissioners? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2, Mr. Chambers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Design Review Committee met and considered item SD 2024-21 Military Heights Renewal Edition, lots 3R and 4R, replat at 700 West 29th Street. The applicant was present, agreed to items 1 through 11 in subsections, and the Design Review Committee recommends approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. This be approved as submitted. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? On the application as submitted, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item number 3, Mr. Chambers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Design Review Committee met and considered item SD 2024-22 Council Massey Industrial Park, Lot 15, site plan review for a new warehouse building at 8900 Commerce Cove. The applicant was present, agreed to items 1 through 12 in subsections, and the Design Review Committee recommends approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. This application be approved as submitted. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Mr. Chambers?
Yes, sir. The Design Review Committee met and considered item SD 2024-10 Mrs. M.A. Miller subdivision, lots D and E, replat at 5001 Broadway Street. The applicant was present, agreed to items 1 through 8 in subsections, and the Design Review Committee recommends approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. This application be approved as submitted. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. If there is anyone here for the conditional use case number 2024-05, 2024-08 on the property for the hotel at 210 East Broadway in the parking lot, those 2 items have been postponed today. They will not be heard today. So if you're here for those, you're welcome to stay with us, or you may be excused. Right with our agenda, item number 5 is special use case to allow an event center in a C6 zone at 112 Smart House Way. Is the applicant here?
Hello, Chairman Clifton. Thomas Pownell with Thomas Engineering.
Yes, sir. Have you had a chance to review the considerations for this application?
We have, yes.
Do you agree with all of them?
We do.
Is there anyone here in the audience that would like to speak on this application today? Are there any comments from any of the commissioners? On the application, please call the roll.
Glasgow,
Yes.
Chambers,
No.
Foster,
Yes.
Phillips.
No.
Okay, hang on, your Pierce,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
White. Yes. And Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you where to go next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 6 is 2409, lots 5 and 7, site plan review for the lots at 112 Smart House Way. You have,
That's mine.
I'm sorry, yes, Mr. Chambers. go
Design Review Committee met and considered item SD 2024-09 Wes Anderson Addition, lots 5 and 7R, site plan review at 112 Smart House Way. The applicant was present, agreed items 1 through 13 in subsections, and the Design Review Committee recommends approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, this application be approved as submitted. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? On the application as presented, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Thank you. You can see Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next with your application. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item number 7 and 8.
7 we go with, 8 and 9 we postpone. 7 is the parking lot for the event center.
Item number 7, a conditional use number 2024-05, conditional use to allow a parking lot located at Lot 7R, Wish Anderson Addition. Is the applicant here?
Yes, sir, Chairman Clifton. Thomas Pownell with Thomas Engineering.
Have you looked at the conditions submitted for the review of this application?
We have, sir.
Do you agree with those?
We do.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? On the application, please call the roll.
Glasgow,
Yes.
Chambers,
No.
Foster.
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Wallace. Yes. White. Yes. And Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 7 and item number 8 both have been postponed. Item number 9, Mr. Chambers.
8 and 9 are postponed.
8 and 9 are postponed.
We're going to 10.
I marked mine wrong. Excuse me. Item number 10, special use case number 2024-06, a special use to allow overnight stay of clients in a C3 zone at 3601 Richards Road. Is the applicant here? Please come up and give us your name, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Gary Tabor from Arissa Health.
Okay, have you had a chance to look at the summary that was submitted by the staff?
Yes.
Do you agree with those?
Yes, sir.
Have you had any comments from the public
No,
on
sir.
this? Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Any comments from any of the commissioners? Mr. Chambers?
Yes, sir, just a quick question. Are you building a new building or adding on or renovating,
We would have to do a small add-on to the building.
small addition?
Yes,
Yeah, okay. I couldn't tell from the plans, that's why I was
Yes.
confused.
mostly for a bathroom setup.
Okay.
Any other comments? Mr. Foster?
Yes, is your facility required to have a license from the health department?
Yes, it will.
Okay, how is it licensed?
It will be for a food permit is what we'll get from the health department.
Just a food permit?
Yes, sir.
But the mental health division doesn't have to approve
That
it?
will be a CARF and behavioral health that we'll get for those certifications.
Okay, so you need a certification for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, that's what I was thinking.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the commissioners? On the application, please call the roll.
Glasgow,
Yes.
Chambers,
Yes.
Foster.
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
White, and Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on our agenda is 2024-04, a special use to allow a type 2 short-term rental at 1323 Franklin in an R4 zone. Is the applicant here? Please come up and give us your name, please.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear your question.
Please give us your name for the record, please.
Kalpana Sharma.
Okay? Have you been given a copy of some recommendations and things to consider
Yes, sir.
about this?
Yes, sir.
Do you approve of all of those?
Yes, sir.
Have you had any comments from the public on this?
Not on this application, we've not.
Okay? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Do we have any comments from any of the commissioners? Mr. Chambers?
Yes, this is for staff regarding item 6. Is the site of adequate size for the development? You comment on the driveway, but you don't say whether or not it's adequate. Is it adequate for two off-street parking spaces?
In our opinion, it is not, but we don't have anything that shows the property lines or anything like that. But it does not appear that there is sufficient area to provide those 2 parking spaces.
Who will go out and look and see that, yes, there are 2 parking spaces?
Prior to us issuing the zoning certificate, we will have to go out and verify that there are 2 spaces there.
Okay. And you understand that there doesn't appear to be sufficient parking to meet the ordinance, and you may have to add an additional parking space?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Any other comments from anyone in the audience? Any comments from any of the commissioners? On the application, please call the roll.
Glasgow,
Yes.
Chambers,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Phillips, Pierce,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
White, and Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next item on our agenda is number 12, 2024-05, a special use to allow a type 2 short-term rental at 5008 Parker Street in an R3 zoning district.
I'm the same applicant, Kalpana Sharma.
Okay, that is you again, all right. Have you had a chance to review the comments from the staff?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with all those comments?
Yes, sir.
Again, any comments from the public on this?
We did receive one correspondence that indicated they were not supportive of allowing the short-term rental within the neighborhood, but that was the only one that we received.
Okay. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this application? Are there any comments from any of the commissioners? Mr. Chambers?
Same comment about needing to provide 2 parking spaces on the property.
It already has a driveway where 2 people can park, right? But if we need to, we can definitely do more.
Can they park without blocking the sidewalk?
Yes, the driveway is there, and 2 vehicles can park on the driveway without blocking the street.
Sidewalk also?
There is no sidewalk, but yeah, there's.
There's no
yeah,
sidewalk. Okay.
There's no sidewalk.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments? On the application, please call the roll.
Blasco,
Yes.
Chambers,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Pierce,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
White, and Chairman Clifton.
Yes, your application was approved. See Mr. Spencer, and he can tell you what to do next.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Mhm, thank you.
Are there any other comments from commissioners?
Move for adjournment.
Any? Second. Motion made and seconded. We adjourn. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
17 minutes. It's not a.